Well, hello there, Leo. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about June. June's going to have 4 columns for the 4 weeks and 3 rows for where we are, what's blocking us, what our solution is. And indeed, we're doing the overview. So it's going to be a big reading, and I hope that you're ready for it. A couple of messages I have, or one message I have from my better angels for you this month. We're talking about how we can learn new things. So this covers many territories and many areas, so plug it in as you need to, but realize that the things that scare us the most are the things that we need to worry about considering learning more stuff about. Whether it's our neighbor that makes us nervous, or it's just how to use a computer better, or how to do something more skilled in the backyard, right? We have the opportunity to learn more things. YouTube has made things so much easier to learn. You just watch a video and there you go. But you can also take notes and become even better at it than you were before. So we want to encourage people to take in new information. It's really kind of like, it's a back to school vibe, right? So we are trying to, and I gotta tell you, man, if you're in the place where I am, I have computer stuff to learn, and I'm daunted. Okay, it's daunting, and so I'm just gonna need to work on becoming willing to learn, right? So becoming willing to learn. Even as I watch videos, they look complicated, and people zip through fast, really fast, on all what they know how to do, and all the clicks and the it's a lot. For me, it's a lot, and I'm learning new things. I got to learn new things, so I'm slowly getting myself ready to tiptoe into that area. But it's going to be exciting, and I think that you'll see some of the results once we get going with that. I'm here though to let you know that yeah, we can learn new things, and that's what the whole story is this month. Is that if you aren't willing yet to learn and already figured out what you want to learn more about, then just sort of open yourself up to the possibility of learning more. The other thing, of course, is that when we're getting to know other people, this is not about us judging what we're learning. It's about being the kind of person who takes in the information and just sort of stores it, right? We don't have to have an opinion, and we certainly don't want to share our opinions. We want to just sort of take in the information and appreciate that we have it now, and we'll deal with it later, all right? We need to process it privately so that we don't overdo or create new friction where we didn't need to. It's just information. So we can just put that in a little file folder up there and see what we need to do with it later, all right? So this is cool. I think it's going to be a good message for this month. Let's go ahead and look at some of what's going on. Number one, we need to light a candle for you, Leo, because it's time. Get those good vibes going. This candle's called Palo Santo, and it smells exactly like Palo Santo. Go figure. And it's from Shaman's Dawn. So yeah, that's the logo you're looking for. I can't show you the print. It's just not in focus until it's way back here. So it doesn't work. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and have that lit, and it's going to be beautiful, and I think that it'll bring some good vibes. I have a new deck for our guiding card for the month. We're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So let's check this one out. This is that deck. We're going to go ahead and pull a card. It's all been pre-programmed for you, Leo. So all we got to do is pick that card for the month. What's over here? That's it. Okay. So we're going to set these aside. I'm also going to go ahead and grab your mystery card. I have another new deck for that. It's the Mini Antique Tarot. It's adorable. Oh, fits in the palm of your hand. It's amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and check these out. We're going to grab one. That's the one right here. Okay. We're going to take this card. We're going to save it over here. And we're going to get into that at the end of the reading, okay? At the very end of the reading, we'll go ahead and read this card. It will help tie things together and make things make more sense, or add more insight to what goes on for the weekly reading, all right? Because we're going to do the overview, which is We'll do the full overview, which is going to be the entire month, and then we'll go in depth on the very first week. All right? But our guiding card for the month is going to be the High Priestess. Very nice. The High Priestess is all about trusting your intuition, opening up to your intuition and being ready for it, and trusting your gut, right? So this is a beautiful opportunity for you to feel inspired and knowing that you're plugged in and ready to go. So when you close your eyes and you have an idea about how things are going, how it makes you feel is going to be the answer, right? Do you feel happy, excited, joyful, or do you feel dread, uncertain, afraid, and wanting to run? Now, remember that when it's certain things that are making you feel like that, some things are just pushing you to want to grow. And yeah, I like that learning on the computer stuff. But at the same time, there's the other kind that's when we get into relationships and we're feeling fear and dread and uncertainty, we might want to rethink that. That's all. Okay? Let's not. Anyway, you get it. So let's go ahead and start looking at the layout for this month. All right, we have this beautiful deck we're using. I believe it's Tempest, which is super fun. It's listed in the description box, so you can find it there. It's a really great deck. It's very pirate themed, which makes me very happy. Fills me and my heart just so. All right. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so we have the first week, second, third, fourth, and where we are, what's blocking us, and what our solution is. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into the very first week. We'll kind of go quickly through this first week because we're going to come back to it and go in depth, okay? So June 1st through the 7th, we have Temperance, and you're starting out with the opportunity to receive things and release things you no longer need. So it's kind of nice to step into the flow for yourself this week, Leo. You will find there are things that just don't suit you anymore or don't fit in your life anymore, or maybe it's just stuff that you got to get rid of. Don't be alarmed. It's all part of making room for the good stuff, all right? Maybe one couch for another, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't worry about having enough to take care of yourself, because you're actually going to have what you need, okay? You will have what you need to take care of yourself. That's good news. This card here is talking about what's blocking you, Queen of Pentacles. So there will be a lady of financial interest. She likes money. She knows how money works, and she also worries about getting a good deal all the time. So this is a lady who's probably going to try and get a good deal from you no matter what you're doing. Whatever your job is at this time, she's going to want to get a good deal. She may undercut you as much as possible. Be very cautious and careful to, if it's a really big job, break it down if you can into pieces so that you're like, okay, this is parts and this is labor, right? So that you're not just, you have an opportunity to up one area if the other area is getting not as much, right? I don't want you to get screwed. But she's going to probably try and hold you to a certain number. If you gave her a certain number, you may have to take it and do it for that certain number, even though it's lower than it needs to be for the amount of work you did. It might take twice as long to do the job than you thought. So be careful. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is your solution, and it's reminding you this is a karmic lesson for you, not to underbid your jobs, okay? Don't underbid, don't undersell yourself, don't, you can always, if you go super high and they say yes, great. If you go super high and they say no, you can come down a little bit, right? And when you come down a little bit, you still are within the numbers that are actual to what you need. And then you don't undersell yourself and you don't end up working for free, right? So we don't want to end up in the hole. So you need to work on bidding and making sure that people understand what you're trying to get across, okay? Cool. The next week over, the 8th through the 14th of June, we have the Moon, which is showing me that your dreams and goals are up for review. I think that you are looking at where you are, what you're doing, how much fun you're having or not having, and you're starting to look at it, especially after this karmic week of making bids and feeling frustrated. Maybe you didn't get to, maybe you got taken advantage of last week. So it does put a damper on how you feel about what's happening, okay? Pay attention to that overall feeling and that vibe, and you're like, okay, that was awkward. I didn't really care for that. But there's ways to take it up a notch, right? Take it up a notch. It's one of those, you know, find a base number that you can just add to every quote that takes it up a notch, and then you can always come down halfway if people freak out and start balking, and you're like, hey, here, because I like you, I'll go ahead and, yeah, no, like that. So we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is here showing what's blocking you this week, and you have an emotionally based male energy person who's going to be in the picture, who's going to want to, you know, he's fighting for your attention, he's fighting for your heart, he's fighting for your fighting for what he wants, certainly. And because he's fighting for his heart's desires, he is standing up and he's making a stink. Well, you're trying to figure some big stuff out. You're like, I'm over here doing my thing, and you're suddenly all up in my business. And it's hard. It's hard for me to deal with all you and your emotion and what you're fighting for and all that good stuff. It's like, wow, that is a whole lot of stuff on your plate. Okay? And of course, the Six of Wands is here showing that there is indeed a situation going on where you are going to be able to share your ideas and teach people what you're doing, and people will be getting more involved. Oh, I feel like you might be doubling down on yourself, looking at your dreams and goals, and hiring new people. Ha-ha. When you hire more people, you have to teach them what you're doing. So you will look at your dreams and goals, hire some people, and end up in a position where you have more folks helping you do what you need to do. After last week's snafu, you want to be able to get things done quicker. And by having an extra person, many hands make light work. Correct? Love that. Now, the next week over, we are looking at the 15th through the 21st, and we have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles shows that you are thinking about ways and means to make more money. You are being told about somebody who wants to bring you on and help you get more money. They are going to put you in touch with some other group or a larger company that wants to facilitate you or use you as an outlet, and you will benefit tremendously financially by being involved with a bigger company, right? So this might be a big organization as opposed to going house to house to house. You might be involved with a college campus or something bigger, right? Like I said, this could be a big college, or a bunch of hospitals that need whatever you do. If you're working indoors or outdoors or whatever you're offering will be useful to some bigger company that has a bigger presence. And I'm just using those as opportunities to say, yes, of course, they're large places with large campuses and large entities, right? So it's not just one building on one property, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of buildings on many properties. So cool, very good. You're being thought of for this kind of a project. And that will be very helpful to you and them too. So everybody's winning and you'll make money. Huzzah! But you'll also want to maybe think about getting some uniforms for your people. When you start working on larger properties and around bigger groups, it's important that everybody on your team looks the same, so then they know who's who and can be, you can be accountable, right? You can have and you look more professional when it's you and your team, right? Your team and you all look the same. And it's good because they are attached to you and you are attached to them. It's team building as well. So perfect, love it. Now, 10 of Wands. Don't get scared. 10 of Wands is showing that where you're blocked is there's just this part of you that wants to run away. This seems too much. I want to go. Please don't think that it's too much and that you got to go, okay? it's just an opportunity for you to look at the situation, get the vibe of what it is, and figure out what the ramifications are. And if you can do one part of it at a time, doop-de-doop-de-doo, and wander around and handle it over a period of time, in between doing all the other projects you do, which is like, wow, like, right, you might have some acquisition section of your business and then a distribution section of your business. So you have two sides of the coin, right? Acquisition, distribution, and you need more people. You need more people on your team so you can get busy with all that acquiring and distributing. It's a big opportunity to grow. It might be too soon, or it might feel daunting, in which case you say, I'd like to do a trial run in one area or on one campus and see how it goes before I commit to doing all of your campuses, right? And so you start thinking it through and coming up with plans, and you're like, okay, this is what I think we can do. And you do what you need to do. You get busy, right? 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is your solution. It's going to be you finding a way to accept the offer and get ready to go. You know, this is going to be some big money, and you're going to be able to take good care of some things. But yeah, you're going to be running some employees. You might have to learn how to take care of employees and payroll and proper medical, etc., and yada yada, and run a company, right? Now your company has gone from maybe 1 or 2 folks all the way up to 10. Have 5 doing distribution and 5 doing acquisition, and you're running around on both. Ha-ha. Juggling the balls, okay? You can do this. It's going to be all right. You can learn new things. It's going to be amazing. Now then, the final week of June, the 22nd through the 28th, Justice is here. Justice is here. Things are going to become more fair, okay? Maybe you have begun to look at how things are working, and you're like, okay, I need to take better care of my people. My people need to be better, so they'll take better care of me. I'm going to have enough tools to take care of the job. I'm making things happen, and I'm learning about what I need to take care of me and make sure that I'm feeling safe and secure. And all of these things are coming together. It's a lot, but you're working it out, and you're making things more fair in the process. So, and you're kind of coming up with some good directions, right? So there's some direction in the mix, and you're feeling good about it. So well done. Your relationship may get in the way this particular week, which speaks to the fact that you're really, really, really busy. Okay? Okay, you might even have to hire someone to act as a dispatch person for the acquisitions as well as distributions. You want a dispatch person. Maybe you want to have shipping and receiving, of course, a person like that, and then a person who just does the books, right? Takes care of all the money stuff and can do all the computer stuff. That would be helpful. I know you're growing really fast. That's crazy. So you're not going to have time for your relationships. Be aware of that. Pay attention to that right now. It's okay. Just say maybe next week. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is talking about how you could get totally stuck on something. And we want you to look at it from a different perspective. Because it's a solution, not a problem. This is you looking at the whole thing from a different position and going, okay, how can I make this work with a minimum number of people or a maximum number of people out on the field, but how can I make it work on the inside so that everything works? Maybe you have one person doing all the dispatching as well as everything else. You get the radios, you get stuff going on, so everybody's in contact with one another wherever the heck they are, and you're able to move forward without having to have it be real complicated, right? It's going to be smart, it's going to be sassy, and I think that it will help a lot for you to be able to do what you do. Okay? I think there's a lot going on here, and you can make things happen, all right? So, breathe. Breathe. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Yes, you can make this work. we're going to learn new things. And you can decide that I don't want to take this giant job without having it be, I need to try this out. And I think that's what this is you making it work for just this one small campus. And then you're going to work on how you can make it, you're finding all the bugs and you're working them out, okay? And you're being flexible and you're making adjustments. And you're looking at it in different terms, but you're finding new solutions each minute of every day. You're finding a new solution that you want to try, and it's good. It's beautiful. And growth is assured, Leo. Well done. So let's go ahead and set these cards aside over here, as we like to do. And then we'll go in deep on the first week, being the 1st through the 7th of June. So much is happening, right? Let's go ahead and use this pre-programmed deck, which is, of course, the Light Seer's Tarot. And we'll get more information about what's going on for you here. All right. So what we have here is temperance. We were talking about stepping into the flow, going, all right, let's go. Let's make these things happen. Let's get rid of things that don't fit anymore. Let's move along using what we have and taking care of replacing what we don't need anymore with things we do need. So you're shuttling things in and out. You're also opening up to the fact that you have enough. Everything is going just well, just right. You know, you have everything you need plus more. There will be family gathering in the mix, and that is super cool. You'll be able to see someone you know and love and care about. This could be chosen family as much as real family, and I think it'll be really great. All right, so that's good. And your Page of Swords, new information is coming your way of ways to manifest more power. So you're getting new input that is going to send you, get you in contact with the right people as you're moving forward. Okay, very cool, like that. Where are you blocked? Oh yeah, there's the lady. There's the lady who wants a good bargain no matter what. So hopefully you bid that job and you added like an extra $1,000 to it or something, and so you could pull back by $500 and make her feel like she was getting a good deal. But it doesn't feel like that's how it went entirely. I think this is a learning curve. This is a learning moment where you're kind of figuring out that you need to do that. But she's gonna, it's gonna be a lot, and she's gonna be a hard client. Okay. Fighting for your ideas is blocked. You're not going to be able to really stand up for yourself in the moment. She's going to have a lot of opinions about things. It's going to be very difficult. But it is going to be impossible for you to sabotage yourself. Wonderful. You can't shoot yourself in the foot too badly here, okay? So, but you know, try and be polite in the process, even as things go a little sideways or get away from you. You're not going to be able to defend your ideas. That's frustrating. But your solution is, of course, finding a new direction. Looking to where you're going and knowing, of course, that this is a karmic lesson for you. You are learning exactly what you need to know to deal with people like this. And when you get the vibe already, you had a vibe when you met her. I think you even felt it when you met her originally and were working on the numbers. You were like, ah, she's one of those people. And the number that should have come out should already have had $1,000 tacked on, okay? But now when you get that feeling, just close your eyes, whoever it is, if you get that feeling, you just tack that $1,000 on, or even more, so that you can always make it seem like they're getting a deal when you pull it back, okay? So you're having a karmic lesson. You can trust your intuition at this time. Your intuition is on point. It's going to help you see and understand and comprehend that your gut knows what's going on. So trust your gut when you're dealing with these people. We talked about how you had a vibe. Yeah, that's your intuition told you she's going to be hard. I'm going to just want to make that more. So then presto changeo, when we go further, it'll be okay, right? So cool. You can trust your intuition. And in the end, you're going to be able to make things more fair, okay? So good. Perfect. I love it. Your solution is to take the karmic lesson, regroup. Maybe you have to have a heart-to-heart conversation with her and say, look, I did a poor job bidding this job. you could be very honest and see if that helps. And work out something that's at least close to fair, all right? Work towards getting a fair number based on the amount of money or time you're putting in and the energy you're putting in, and see if you can't work it out, okay? This is a learning curve. This is a big time learning curve this particular week. It was a bigger job. It wasn't as small as you're used to. So you're slowly right here, you're stepping into bigger jobs and going, oh, this was interesting. I need more help and I need to make things faster. Okay, cool. So you've learned that lesson and now you're mentally prepared to step into next week. Let's get you a message from the Cosmic Oracle cards. What do we have for Leo? That's the one right there. Okay, so what we have for you is you have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. You are really amazing and smart and saucy and fun. People see you and get you and appreciate you for everything you bring to the table. But sometimes you dim your light. You kind of pull back a little bit to let other people shine a little. You don't need to do that. And in fact, the whole world grows dimmer when you do that, okay? So shine as bright as you can, all right? Excellent. We're going to set that one right there. You need a pocket full of rocks, Leo. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks. Okay. All right, we have pyrite, we have blue lace agate, and we have yellow calcite. Perfect. I love it. Yellow calcite is all about emotions, feelings, and memories in your third chakra that are all getting sorted out and organized so that we know which ones are which and where they're going and how you're getting there, so that you don't have to have this, it won't be messy, all right? We want it not to be a messy place. We want your emotions to be under control. We want your feelings and your memories to be under control as well. Everything's going to come together very nicely, okay? And the blue lace agate, perfect. It is a fifth chakra stone. It's all about you communicating clearly and understandably everything you need to share. And so I think that when you get your feelings, emotions, and memories organized, you're going to be able to come over here and communicate that beautifully to create proper balance. You're protected. The pyrite is here. It's an all chakra stone. So, but pyrite is the one that is going to help you feel protected in the moment. You are going to be protected in the moment from having it all go sideways, okay? So be aware that you can protect yourself. I think the conversation may be awkward, but I think that you can handle it and come out with the truth that, you know, I did this wrong. I underbid the job, and I'd like to renegotiate a little. I'm really sorry, but this would make it fair for both of us, and then see how she responds, and see if you can't come out somewhere better, okay? But even if you only get a little bit more, you'll feel less duped than you were before, all right? So we're going to set these stones down right there, all right? All right, Leo, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but you can if you like. If you want to carry those rocks, comment below and let me know how it goes. If you want to carry something else, comment below and let me know how it goes. We'll have a conversation, all right? I would love to talk to you about rocks and how they affect you. But of course, let's go ahead and look at this mystery card right now. We got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. And we are remembering relationships and lessons from the past as we move forward, okay? So we were trying to remember those lessons as we deal with our current relationships, okay? So that is really all we're trying to do. I think that when we're dealing with her, we definitely want to remember past experiences with other clients and how that goes down so that we can have a good negotiation when we come over here. Okay, we're going to go back into negotiations, but we're going to do it with a clean understanding and a memory, okay? Use your memory to help you negotiate better, all right? You know how it went, and if honesty is the best policy when you walk in, or you can make up a big dumb lie, The big dumb lie will be more difficult to back up and be clear about. And of course, the big answer is the first card we had told you that there would always be enough, okay? So whatever you end up working out with her will end up being enough, okay? So just trust and believe that whatever you have will be enough so you can move on to the next job, okay? Cool. Now then, if you have not liked and subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you did. It would help the channel grow, and I'd love that, okay? And if you haven't looked into the description box below, there's a lot of fun things down there. All the decks I use are down there. Plus, you can find ways and means to book a private reading if you like. I will never contact you. You will have to contact me first. And if anyone contacts you first, says they're me, they're lying. It's not me, okay? So trust and believe that you'll need to get on that on your own. And I'll be here for you. The other thing you'll find down there is my schedule of Ren fairs, where you can come out to a Renaissance fair, wear your beautiful costumes, and have a private reading with me right there in person. And that will be so great. Come on out and check it out. I look forward to seeing you there. We will talk next week about the 8th through the 14th. Talk to you then.